Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome to today's video. So today I've got a bit of a different video. A lot of you guys have been asking me to show my settings, to do a settings video, revealing what sensitivity I play on and all that. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. I'm going to be talking about all my settings and go through all the settings that I use and what I would recommend for you guys. So if you guys are going to enjoy this video, make sure you drop a like, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. And yeah, let's just get straight ahead into this video. So the first tip I would give you guys is to have auto sort consumables to right on. This basically means that all the consumables you pick up in your inventory automatically just go to the right side of your inventory. So it's like when we all pick up like minis, big shields, medkits, bandages, all consumables like that. Basically when you pick them up, if you have this setting on, it will basically mean that all of them will automatically go to the right hand side of your inventory, which makes it a lot easier because obviously all of us put our healings into the right hand side of our inventory. So if you just have this on, it's going to make things a bit easier, and it's going to be a lot easier to play. But obviously it saves you just switching it every single time you pick up a healable, and so now your inventory every 2 seconds. So yeah, definitely recommend having that on. And yeah, let's get straight ahead into the next tip. Now the next tip is obviously pretty obvious. Have aim assist on. A lot of you guys obviously already know that aim assist is so important on console, because obviously you're playing with a controller and you need to have your accuracy as good as possible. So aim assist is going to help you so much. Obviously if you're playing with a controller, because you're using a thumb and a joystick, whereas people on like PC for example use a wrist and the mouse, so it's a lot easier to aim on there. So yeah, obviously with a controller, aim assist makes things so much easier, and if you don't have aim assist on, then you're making things just so difficult for yourself. So yeah, obviously most of you probably already have it on, but if you don't already, then yeah, just make sure you have it on, because it's very important and it'll help you become a better, obviously, player with better accuracy. So these are all my other settings. As you can see, I've got edit mode, aim assist off, turbo building on, auto material change on, and all that. So you can pause the video and have a better look at them if you want to, but those are my settings, and those are all the settings that I'd recommend you guys use as well. So for my wireless controller sensitivity, for both of them, I have them on 0.8. Personally, that's what I prefer. I feel like it's a really good mix between good building and good aim, because obviously with sensitivity, it's all good, playing on really high sensitivity and being a really quick builder and all that, but you want to make sure your aim is just as good, because if you're a good builder, then fair enough, but if you can't get used to playing on high sensitivity with, obviously your aim is going to be all over the place then, because if you're playing on like 10-10 for example, then if you can't get used to playing on that sensitivity, obviously your building may be godly, but if your aim isn't as good, I wouldn't recommend it. If you can get used to playing on high sensitivity, then go for it. But personally, I can't really play on anything higher than like 9, because I feel like my aim just is all over the place, even though obviously your building is going to be a lot better. So personally, I feel like this specific sensitivity, 8.8, is a good mix between good building, good aim, and when you're editing and stuff, I just feel like it's a really good mix for all of them. As I already said, this is all in my opinion, what I think is the best sensitivity and the best settings. Obviously if you guys playing a different sensitivity or whatever, then feel free, whatever works with you. But personally for me, I feel like these are the best settings and sensitivity that work for me. And if you guys could play on this, then go for it. Obviously if you're playing a high sensitivity, then stay on that. If you can get used to playing on high sensitivity, then stay with that. Or if you're playing on low sensitivity like 6 for example, I definitely recommend slowly just adjusting your sensitivity higher like every week by 1, so you can get to like at least 8. I think 8 is obviously the perfect balance between good build and good editing, so that's personally what I use. So for my wireless controller targeting sensitivity and scope sensitivity, I play 0.50 and 0.60. I feel like this is a good mix, but it goes well with my X and Y sensitivity, because obviously like this is basically like obviously your aim down sight sensitivity and all that, like how much you move and all that. So if you're playing like 10-10 sensitivity, I'd probably like play on 0.65 for both of them. If you're playing like 8.8 like me for example, I'd probably play like 0.5, 0.6, or like 0.6 for both of them, 0.5 for both of them, or like in the middle like 0.5. I think that would work. But as I said, most of this is just what works for you. Like it's what works for you. But if you can get used to playing on high sensitivity, then go for it. But yeah, those are my scoped sensitivities that I do use. So the last tip I have for you guys is my building controls. I personally play on Builder Pro. I feel like this is the best building setting within the game, because you've got your own sort of buttons for each building structure. Obviously you got L2 for stairs, R2 for wall, R1 for floors, and L1 for pyramids. So if you can get used to this, obviously it's quite hard to get used to at first, because obviously this game's all muscle memory and you don't really think when you build, because it's all in your head. You don't really need to think about it like, oh, let's press R2 now, let's build this. It's all in your head and you already know what you're building, because it's all muscle memory. So It's quite hard to get used to it, but if you can get used to it, I definitely recommend playing on Builder Pro, because once you get used to it, it's so much easier to build. You'll become such a quicker and better builder like I did when I switched to it. So yeah, that's what I play on. If you're playing like old school, for example, I wouldn't recommend that, because everyone used to play that during like season 1, season 2 or whatever, and ever since, people have become better at building and stuff. And if you play on that, then fair enough, but I just personally wouldn't recommend it, because I feel like you're at a disadvantage playing on that, because obviously you can't build as quick because you have to switch between everything. But yeah, that's just my personal opinion, and yeah, those are my building sensitivities and all my, everything in my settings basically. If you guys enjoyed this video, then as I said, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. If you guys are new around here, turn on post notifications. So many people have been asking me, as I said, what are your sensitivity settings? Show us your settings, make a video on that. So there's this video everyone's been asking for, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.